Hey, hello, friends. I have had my usual 32 hours of craziness from work. That is about how my day ends and begins at my medical job. And I'm going to start sketching this spiritual bird and see who pops up on the stream. And of course, I probably got my nosy ass cats over here. And they sure are nosy. But it wasn't bad, my week at work for once. For once, it really, really wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I found this bird with a moon upside down, and I figured why not. And I found my favorite pencil, so I'm really happy about that. So, here I go. I got my cards too, in case you guys need my assistance. And if you don't, that's okay too. It truly, truly is. Alright. Okay, good. This is a really good actual. It's a good length here for my little bird. Alright. Look at these little feathers. It's so cool the way this bird is. And he's all purple and you could do all these abstract colors and stuff, so it's kind of cool. It really truly is. Okay, now there's a little skull on it. That's why I kind of like this. It's a little skull. Alright. Over here, I'm going to make this partial skull over here. Alright. Over this way. With this long eye here. There. And I thought this was pretty cool because I captured a certain look. I've never seen a bird drawing like this before. And I do like the skulls. Almost looks like an alien skull. There we go. Let's go that way. Shade this out this way. This is pretty cool. Do all this here. I'm gonna at least try to get the shading in today of my spiritual bird, and then I'm gonna try to come in do some videos. I was just exhausted the last couple days. I have a lot to do in my many days that I work. I do all my work in 3 days at work, so I'm doing small little lines here. the feathers, just to give it a little bit of depth. You want to give things depth if you can. You really do. Depth is one of the most important things about drawing, is showing your depth and your shading. See, I got that. This is supposed to be the little that I don't know. It's just an animal skull. And I'm just showing the feather work here. It gives me joy to do something besides medical. You get burnt out so much just doing medical. I give much love out to all those medical professionals. Because being in medical for so long, working through COVID, I got to say I got burnt out quick. It even made me not want to be a nurse. This is kind of how that went. It is one of the major reasons that I stay where I am, and I decided to just start drawing. Because you just get so tired of the emergencies. And it takes a lot to deal with, especially when somebody's dying and you're taking care of that person. You have every family member around you. And they want you to play Jesus. And the thing is death is going to take us all. That's why you got to live your best life. I mean, God, we had a lady that her quality life is barely there, but yet her family's sitting here as she's having seizures, wanting her to live forever. And I feel so sad about it. I just feel conflicted. I mean, I guess if it was me and I didn't have much quality of life, I don't think I would want my family doing all that, which is why I'm making a will. I can't, I can't do what they do. I just can't. All right, now the tree branch comes out from his head here. And we're going to do this here. Start this tree branch this way. And moving it around. All right, what do you need, Angel? There's Miss Angel doing her thing. There we go. I'm going to shade this in. You shade as you go along. It somehow ends up better. That is one suggestion I can give that works. There we go. You just want to do this nice, pretty shading around every little detail you do. Because shading is so important. Oh, I got somebody. Oh, hi, Wesley. How you doing? It's evening here, but good morning to you. I'm over in Ohio in the United States. I'm sketching a mystical bird. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm starting to do my little bird on a perch here. Oh, you're from South Africa. I was hoping to get a different country. India is always. I'm always seem to be in India time, and I just figured why not try to get another country. But how you doing? But I was talking about my job. I'm in medical, and of course, when I was at work, I was feeding my resident, and she had seizures, like about five of them. The thing is she's not very healthy. It is what it is. Sometimes you're sick, and that is what it is. And here is one of my cats going in the window. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Oh, wow. Look at that, 1 a.m. Oh, hi, Nina. How are you? Okay, let me try to get my cat out of this window because I don't want her saying hello. I'll be right back. I'm right next to my window here. Get down. Okay. All right, I'm back. I had to get the little critters out of the window. All right, you're good. That's good. Yeah, you can. Oh, here's my dog. Here, Chong, come say hello. There's my dog right there. I figure I'd try to get a stream in, but yeah, I got my cards here. Lay your question down. I'll help you out as much as I can. I could do an energy reading for you. I just like to unwind and do fun things on my day off instead of dealing with family members that want their families to live forever, even though we all know everybody has to die eventually, and some of these family members that I deal with, they think we're God or something. It was crazy because I was feeding her as she's having these seizures, and the daughter comes in acting like a doctor's appointment is going to stop her mother's death. I think some people, they live in denial. I really honestly do think they do. All right. What do my what do my ex share a feeling about the text I sent her? Does she think more of me? Oh, pining love. Let's see what I could do about that. I could try to see what I could pick up on her energy field. I can't literally tell you her feelings, but I can pick up her energy for you. I will tell you that it's a universal thing. And honestly, if anybody tells you, Wesley, that people can tell you what people are thinking, they are clearly lying to you. Because we are in a free will universe. So, oh, okay. I'm just letting you know because sometimes I be giving readings and people want to know the day they're going to die. They want to know the day, specific dates, and this, and only the Reaper knows the force of death, however you wanna, whatever name you give death, is the only force that knows when you're gonna die. Which I think death and life are the same. Honestly, I don't think there's a actual reaper, but I think it's just an extension of God. But that's just my personal belief. And I wouldn't bestow that upon you, Wesley, because that's not my place to do. It really isn't. But that's just my personal belief. Because we all have them. Alright. Your ex, Wesley, is in a supermoon. And this is talking about how emotions are kind of going all over the place and cascading all over the place and causing a lot of drama. Which people do cause a lot of drama, Wesley, when they have unrequited love or they feel like they made a mistake. Oh, yeah, that's true. Very true. But your ex is in a supermoon. I am picking up that. And she's very emotional. Very emotional. So I do feel I do feel her a deep regret. I can't picture what I want to say it's from you, but I think it's a deep regret from the whole situation is what I'm kind of picking up. Like things could have been better if that makes any sense. Then she's surrounded by a new moon, and this is talking about new starts. And she also is surrounded by a full moon in Libra. And this talks about a win-win outcome. So there is a new start coming for her, and I feel it's both financial and could be a possible romantic thing. But she's confused and doesn't really know what to do. And the new moon in Libra is just represents that whichever way she sways, it's not bad, but she has to live with her decision. It's very interesting. Possibly this ex could come back. I'm picking up. I would do, if it was me and somebody was in that kind of energy field, I would try to be friends with her. Obviously, you guys were together. So I would try to call her, try to be her friend, try to let her know that you're there for her, even though you guys aren't together, because honestly, it's the more mature thing to do. And you never know what can happen when you have good intentions. Sometimes the one thing you didn't think would happen comes to term. That's how this karma thing is. Karma's only nice to the people that respect it around it. So that's what I would do. I would just be friends, be respectful, and just tell her I just want to help you, and just leave it at that. And hopefully, she gets the message, which I think she will. So I got this so far. Gonna get the head of my bird. I like to do little sketches. It relaxes me. But I've been in one of these situations, Wesley. 11 years. She must go home. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. So is she leaving Africa? Is that what you're telling me? Where you can't be with her? because I'm taking it that's where your guys' home is. That's so sad. If she has to leave the whole continent that she calls home. Oh gosh. Um, I don't. I see. There is a new beginning, but I mean, really, that's up to her, Wesley. I mean, hopefully something could come about, but I don't know. That kind of depends on fate's hand there. Oh, she left you. I'm sorry. That's a bit. That's a hard pill to swallow, there, Wesley. I'm really sorry about that. But they always say what the universe takes away, the universe also gives in return. Possibly with her departure, you'll find somebody else. I mean, I had one of those things where they were gone and I didn't think I was gonna ever have anything again when I was younger, and the love of my life just left. And what can you do after that except for just try to move on? And then a couple of years later, I found somebody. So sometimes this happens. That I can't say how. There's no way of me to predict when she's going to be able to when she's going to talk to you. I do see a new beginning. She possibly could just be accepting fate's hand and just moving on, honestly. Sometimes people are meant to be in our lives for a certain amount of time, and then they just leave, and their presence is very sad and unnerving because they were there, you loved them so much, and then they just leave. See, now we got the top done. Is she reading it? I was picking up there was where she was reading it. There was remembrance. I just don't know if she's going to ever respond to it. Because sometimes when that happens, sometimes you make a clean break. Honestly. And this eye is here. Alright. But yeah, sometimes you just make that clean break and then it's just over. And it is very sad when it's over like that. And it can be very horrifying for both sides. I will tell you that. This happened with one of my children's fathers. So I do get you. I do. I totally get it. And it's very sad. And rejection is very hard. Especially when it hits that close. So I didn't think you were ever getting home, babe. I had the Chong the dog smash burger done. But I'm going to finish up my basic sketch and talk to you guys.
Next few minutes, someone just surprised my ass.
Oh, who surprised you?
Well, remember when I told you like my buddies that's like coming out of town tomorrow to see me?
Yeah.
But one of them, I didn't think he was coming along. Stop, John, because I thought he was still in the military. Well, I guess stop, John. I guess he did his last tour, and I guess he got a plane ticket for a deal.
Oh my goodness, look at
And I
that.
guess he's out here. He just asked me, he's like, "What you doing in 19 minutes?" I'm like, "Just getting home." So he wants to hang out for a little bit.
Okay.
I haven't seen him since we were 16.
Oh, all right. So you want me to put your burger in the fridge then?
I'll eat it now. I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
it's on the stove. All right. I'm sorry, Wesley. My husband just got home. Um, she might come back. There's always something. There's always a possibility of things coming back in full circle, Wesley. There always is.
where's that shop?
Right on top of the stove with the two bowls.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want the cats were trying to eat your burger. You're welcome. Oh, the condiments are in the refrigerator,
Okay. Good job, Mom. So good.
but I mean, it's kind of really up to her. And if she wanted a fresh start, because sometimes life is hard, I'm picking up that she kind of wishes you were a part of the first start, but she's kind of moving on. But maybe I would ask the universe, start meditating, and sometimes you can get other answers. Honestly, you came across my channel. Oh, yeah, I could actually. I can communicate with dead people, and I did think about doing this bird for some reason with the moon and stars. So, if you would like me to try to contact your dead pet, I probably could, because I do better with the dead people, because I do see dead people, and that's how I get most of my readings. And dead pets too. I always, being an empath, I relate to it. So, and I can see through the eyes of animals sometimes. It's really weird. But yeah, if you want me to do a thing on your pet bird, I can. Alright. Alright, now in here I'm gonna shade in this way, and they say I was looking up all these spiritual birds. And when I did look up all these spiritual birds, purple is a very supposed to be a very majestic color. It's like for nobility and spiritual enlightenment. So I got this so far. This little guy here. That's very interesting. Right. I'm gonna darker shade this in. I usually do people, like I do channel like dead people and stuff, but I could probably try to spiritual get your dead animal in here. Because all animals do go to the spiritual realm, and a lot of time animals is are a lot of times Sometimes they could be people that just wanted to come back as an animal and didn't want to come back as a person. Sometimes people just want to be an eagle and then they die as an eagle and come back as a person. I don't think people really realize that these spiritual beasts are like this. But yeah, they totally can. I don't know if I'd want to be an animal. I'm sure I was in a lifetime, but I mean, I think I'd rather be the person that tries to save the animals. That's why I want to get a animal shelter to save them. I feel a deep resonance with them. I really do. Alright, I'm going to shade another feather this way. Make it fuller. I feel like this bird one needs more feathers. And then we'll do another big feather out this way. It's getting to be a really pretty bird. It really, really is. Okay, pull this out like that, and I'm just doing real light shading in here just to signify these are feathers. She may. I don't know. Would you like me to do reading on that? You breed? Alright, what is it? You breed with spiders. I have a small dog. Oh, you got a small dog? Well, obviously, y'all know I have a big dog. What are you looking for?
Sweats, man.
Well, they're in your closet, most of them. And then there's a box that says Rob's pants and hoodies. I try to make it really easy for you. Because I know that you have problems with the way I organize things. Laugh out loud. But, so what about these spiders, Wesley? I like spiders. Okay, you want me to contact your bird? I could do that. Maybe that's why I was inspired to do a mystical bird. Let's see what your bird. I mean, I love all animals, but for some reason,
You said where's that? What?
birds. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes they scare me because they're, especially the big birds, because they could bite your finger and stuff. But I do like them. Sometimes I think they don't like me as much, but I do like them. Oh, I'll get you in a minute, Manza. A Meninza? Okay, well, Meninza. I'm really bad. Alright, let me see what about your bird. I think it's Emma or Emon. Okay, Amon. I think it's Amon. Alright.
Wait, what you said, Rob?
Alright, your bird in the other world is in a new moon in Gemini. And this talks about communication. Your bird is still there in your house. It's in spirit form, and your bird is watching and making sure you're okay. And then, as for the reincarnation into your biological daughter, there's a void of course moon on that one. So that would be a no-go on that. But Your bird once is also trying to tell you, as the new moon in Leo came, to be more confident and so you can be successful. Your bird wants you to live out your dreams and try to bring light to the darkness around you. That's all I'm getting from your bird. Which is very nice. You must have treated that bird very nice to have that kind of energy. Because animals, they generally try to protect the people that they love the most. So, oh, you're welcome. Well, your bird's still there, so you don't have to worry about nothing. Your bird's in your house watching you, making sure that everyone's okay because your bird loves you. I mean, I'm sure that Chong will be with me because I don't know if I know obviously I'm having a funeral for him, but I'm not sure if I might get him cremated. I might not. I mean, it's all up in the air, but I keep the ashes of all my animals. If you keep the ashes of your animals, they have an easier porthole to get back to you. So, I literally have my cat's ashes in my bedroom because I love that damn cat. I rescued him. He ended up in my driveway of my old house, and me and Tiger been through stuff. And he came back, and because I did a cat rescue, and he came back to me in another form with another kitten. So sometimes that can happen. Maybe if you get another bird that has babies, that can happen, or if you just another bird comes to you. That's how animals go. It's they can come and go as they please. So, but I would just leave an open porthole, leave some, and just every once in a while, just talk to your bird, play their favorite songs. And I'm getting to your general reading, I promise. I just want to sketch some of these feathers. I got the feathers sketched out at the bottom. I think that looks kind of cool for a mystical bird. Alright. Now, Manenza, you want to know what's coming towards me and what? Your divorce. I feel you. Maninza or Mooninza. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna show what's my other book bag at? That brown one? I mean the beige one?
You
Is
need
it
a
in the
book.
closet right here? I'm just asking. Because my blue one, the zipper broke. So
Alright, well, I don't know how to pause this.
I'm just asking if it's still in there. Last place I saw it, that's all.
It could be at this point.
Okay.
Look there and let me know, and I'll give you a book bag if not. You could just have my workbook bag if you want. You could just take my green one with you. Yeah, you could put it on your back. It's an actual book bag. That mine has it has a bunch of pockets, and you can put on your back.
Yeah, but that looks like an old woman. I'm not an old woman.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's old woman status there, Michelle. I ain't an old woman.
Okay, that's a nursing status, all right?
That's a nursing old woman status.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get this book bag. Or something.
No, that's why I am.
It says NRA. Oh, I didn't know where to be. I just kind of put things away. All right, you got your book bag trouble done. Was the smash burger good? Huh? Did you like the chocolate dog smash burger? Oh, made it already? I made it first because it was $1 burger. Well, you got 3 cats. Okay, I found his book bag, friends. Alright. Alright, what do you need, Angel? What? I get it. Alright. Okay, now. Alright, okay. Okay. Uninza. Alright, I'm back from getting the book bag because he's going out with his friend. Donation readings. I don't even know how to give money. I just do them free. I couldn't tell you if I don't even. I know that if you deal with money too much, sometimes you can get scammed. So I don't generally deal with any things like that. I kind of just come up here, vibe, and do my art and stuff. But I guess maybe in the future, that's something that I could look into. But I just try to spread happiness and stuff, doing my thing. Oh, I could maybe in the future do a PayPal account, but the way I look at it is if you ask for money for things all the time, the universe doesn't like greedy people. Not at all. So, and you shouldn't get paid for something that you see that the universe gives you freely. It's kind of like I know priests do this all the time. They charge for house blessings and all this stuff, but I don't believe in that either. I believe for your priest or anything of spiritual, you should not be charging. It's I don't know. I just feel it's sacrilegious, but oh well, thank you. I try, and I do feel it's sacrilegious because I am Catholic, and Catholics do charge for everything, and it's ridiculous. It really is. I just do it to unwind. I've been doing medical for 29 years. So I just figure and I start on Facebook and I just kind of like this conversational stuff. So it's kind of what I do. But let me see. Let me get your reading. Borninza. All right. In your general reading, what's ahead is you got a full moon in Sagittarius. And this just talks about like looking at the bigger picture beyond of your train of thought. Pretty much. That's what it amounts to. And I sense you have problems surrounding you and you kind of don't know where to turn and where to go. And I've learned this in these chosen one videos over on YouTube. And I feel we're all chosen ones if we pick a spiritual path, and they always talk about clarity and silence. And there is power in silence. Not reacting, just letting kind of karma do their thing. And I feel if you do that and stay silent and sharp and prepare yourself for spiritual warfare, I feel that things will go a little easier for you. And then you're surrounded by a waxing moon, and this just talks about energy that's kind of radiating around you and getting stronger. And then you got a new moon in Aries. And this just talks, Aries is always about action. Action and forging the fire. I feel like there's an opportunity that you're kind of doing stalemate with. And you're kind of dancing around, and now would be the time to do such outcomes I'm picking up. But I'm going to go ahead and see out my husband, and I'm going to take a picture of this before I color it in my pastels. And I am going to come back because I need to finish my bird. And keep me on your notifications. Oh, you're welcome. And when I come back, if you guys want to come back and live stream, it's okay. But I'm going to see my husband out, and then I'll be back, and this one will look all pretty with color and mystic flair and better. Yeah, just let me get my husband out at the door, and I'm going to come and I'm going to color this in with my pastel paints. And you can ask as many questions as you want. Art relaxes me. Oh, and here's a scam likely. Look at that. All right, I'm going to end this, and I promise I'll be back. And thank you if you guys subscribe, and if not, thank you for joining my stream. I appreciate you guys.